the Who's Win of the Week this week is Mr. Crocker versus Dr. Doofenshirtz from Phineas and Ferb. Remembered it.
What's their first names, dude?
Heinz
and Denzel.
And Denzel Crocker.
Heinz Doofenshirtz versus Denzel Crocker.
This is a good matchup. Two pretty wild guys. They both have the hunch. Because when you're that passionate about something...
Tim just cracked his knuckles. I thought that
was his back.
That was knuckles. And he did it on repeat. I wish I could do that. I love cracking my knuckles, but I only get like 2 or 3 cracks a day. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I got to crack it.
I've never cracked my shit. I don't ever
I'm
want
always
to.
Crack your shit, boy.
Ever since I went to the
Crack it right
chiro.
now. Crack one.
To where?
I love the chiropractor.
Love it.
Love the chiropractor. I haven't been there in a while. Probably should go back.
Two guys.
I should go.
These are two guys who need the chiropractor pretty bad.
Here's my take on these two.
Okay.
They're both absolute lunatics, I would have to imagine.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is a little bit like probably almost... Here's the thing. He's portrayed as almost like schizophrenic. But he's actually... Yeah, but he's actually 100% correct.
Sure.
Like there is... fairies.
But that's what's making him crazy is not that he's
it's that people
looking
don't
for
believe
fairies.
he's
Yes,
getting
it's that
gaslit,
no one else is seeing them.
Yeah.
See, the way I look at it is Denzel Crocker's a fucking threat to like he should be red listed. He should never own an AR-15. Doofenshmirtz is a fucking terrorist.
Yeah.
As a real terrorist.
Well, yeah.
This man is an active terrorist with a licensed LLC.
Yeah. Doofenshmirtz Incorporated. Isn't that the
Evil Incorporated?
The elevator music.
Yeah.
And he's got rays and shit.
Yeah, he's got a lot of rays. The ray budget is probably what he spends most of his money on.
What about but that's the thing is he's on like the penthouse of that building and it's just completely open so he can just shoot his rays out.
Yeah, he definitely had to pay to have that specially designed.
There's no tenants in the entire building.
No, I think he rents it out, man.
He might rent it out to some people.
That's what I mean. Like, what about all the floors below? I know he owns the building, but what about all the floors below his lab?
Actually, I think they do that shit in some episodes where like they fall through the floors and they're just like
in an office space.
Yeah, he's a fucking slumlord. He's a piece of shit. Kill all landlords.
Yeah, Perry the Platypus goes in.
Hopefully, my landlord doesn't.
I don't
is what I would say if I was Mao Zedong.
I don't care about your freeze ray. Something's got to be done about the way you treat your tenants.
In Minecraft. Yeah.
What are your takes?
I think that Crocker is, like, genuinely mentally ill. Like, he is a lunatic. It's weird that his body... Like, he must be in pain 24/7, which cannot help him. Like, he's
got scoliosis for sure.
Well, they both have scoliosis. This is a battle of the scoliosis.
Doofenshmirtz is a little bit of a hunchback, I would say, more than scoliosis. Are they the same thing?
Yeah,
is that the...
I mean, that might
be... got his ears on his neck, too.
Yeah, that's true.
He's all over the board.
I wonder how that actually affects his hearing. He might be able to hear people better. He can probably hear his students better because they're closer to the ground.
You know, they're doing another live action. Woody Allen's playing him.
Woody Allen as Denzel Crocker?
Easy clap, 4-0 clap.
Do you think that Doofenshmirtz would be thrown off by how chaotic Crocker is? Because even though, like, you know, you got Perry the Platypus, like, jumping through the ceiling and stuff, and obviously Doofenshmirtz, he's got his own thing going on. He's building those crazy rays, like you said. But, like, when he and Perry the Platypus go at it, there's still kind of, like, rules involved. Like, they do seem to be fairly cordial to each other.
No.
Yeah, but I think that almost benefits him because I think you can, like, box Crocker's brain into a pretzel of like losing his mind by like telling him like, you know, there's guidelines in place to things.
I think Crocker would just be his own worst
enemy.
I
think you're right. Yeah,
his own downfall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Doofenshmirtz as well. Just the evil of him, whereas Crocker is like, I feel like Crocker, if he actually got his hands on fairies and like everybody admitted that he was right, I think it would ruin his whole life.
He did in that one movie, I think. He got it. He was
but
like
I think
the
they
dictator.
Like retconned that.
Yeah.
One of those Fairly Odd Parents movies. God, I really liked that show.
Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents. I like the giant milkshake. Curly fry, large shake, chocolate shake. Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents. I'm taking Doofenshmirtz here too. And for the reason that I agree is that I think that Crocker would be his own worst enemy. Like, he would kind of be going crazy, and I think Doofenshirtz would be very like, what is going on here?
Right, like it'd be kind of like the Indiana Jones, like with the sword thing, and then Doofenshmirtz
pull
would
out the
just
gun.
boom. Yeah, shoot him.
Yeah, Crocker would be, and
Yeah.
Doofenshmirtz would be like, what? Like, you can't, and he'd be like, fairies! Especially if there's fairies around. If there was fairies around at the time of said scrap, he'd be in a lot of trouble. He would not be able to focus. So let's lock that in. That's a clean sweep for Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz of Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Vote on that on Friday on Instagram. Who would win of the week?